Hey everybody, are we live? Welcome everyone. Let's cleanse the energies. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this space, of this tarot deck from any past readings. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Consecrate this space with your loving kindness, Father God. So before I get this video started, I just want to say Black Lives Matter. Oh, I have to forget we have a new setup now, everyone. Black Lives Matter, and the whole world is tired of these senseless killings. So naturally, this is an occurrence, the looting, the riots of decades, eons of this behavior happening. So welcome to 2020, everyone. Let's go ahead and get this reading started. So there's a lot going on. Yes, Black Lives Matter. Thank you, everyone, for being here. By the way, if you want a reading from me, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I think I like the glasses off. Check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I just can't see how many people are in the room. Make sure you all like the video, okay? Also, check out my second channel on Vimeo, Lamarr Townsend Tarot on Vimeo, you all. We gotta do a little shout out plug. Follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook, and also follow me on TikTok. Okay. So with that being said, hi everybody. Welcome to everyone in the room. Thank you all for being here. In this reading, I'm going to be doing a tarot reading on the George Floyd situation and hopefully what's going to happen with that and Derek Chauvin, as well as the Minneapolis and just the global riots, because there's global riots going on right now. Like I said, we do have a new setup. I am actually using my video camera, like my really good video camera to live stream now. So thank God for that. All right, I finally figured out how to do that. So let's go ahead and tilt you all down so you all can see the cards. I'm using my special deck that I don't normally use, but it's special for this occasion. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. Remember, y'all, if y'all want a reading, y'all know the link is right there. All right. I don't think I can go any further. That's pretty good, actually. Hi, everyone. Make sure y'all like the video. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, 19 people in the room. Really great setup. Thank you. So, y'all, I'm going to ask a simple question. My first question is, because I don't know how many questions I'm going to ask, but mainly the real big question. How are you? You look fabulous. Thank you, Kim. I'm doing good. How are you? Hey, Aisha. What is going to happen with the George Floyd situation? Let's just start with that. What's going to happen with the George Floyd situation? How's everyone doing tonight? I hope y'all are staying safe, child. We got to worry about the corona. We got to worry about this. We had to worry about the killer bees. I mean, what is going on with 2020? What's going to happen with the George Floyd situation? Okay, I get the Ace of Swords, so interesting. Ooh, you can't see. That's weird. Like I said, I'm using a new setup, so I mean, there's like a glare, but whatever. This is the Ace of Swords, so I mean, there's a lot of media coverage going on with this, obviously. There's a lot of heat on this situation as well. Like, I mean, I feel like it's interesting how Derek Chauvin didn't take his neck off of George Floyd's, didn't take his foot or his knee off of George Floyd's neck. It's like now the public, the world is not going to take our neck off of the government, the police system, the corporations' necks. Like George Floyd seems to be like a catalyst for so much more than just a senseless murder. It's like it's like a cry out for like a new system overall. Like we're just tired of the system overall. We're just over it. I mean, what's his name? What's his name again, y'all? Derek Chauvin. I feel like he's gonna try. I mean, he's already been arrested. He's already been charged, I believe. But there's something where I think they're going to try and take it to trial again, I guess. And in that second trial, he's going to try to like venerate himself or try to get less time or try to prove that like, some loophole through maybe people he knows or him thinking that like he can just get away with it. You do the, I don't know, white supremacy or white privilege. I'm not sure. I'm just being real and honest from what I'm seeing, y'all. But I mean, I think George Floyd, it's interesting about George. Why do I keep doing it? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like used to like, when I do this, I'm putting it on my computer's little thingy. I'm like trying to show my computer because I'm not doing a computer. I'm doing a webcam here. All right. So George Floyd is actually, I don't know if he's crossed over yet, but I feel like there's definitely something where he's definitely been greeted by ancestors. He's definitely being heavily protected at this time. Like his spirit is being heavily protected because there's like a lot of chaos and energy just around his name and his energy, obviously. But it's interesting because I think he's looking at it and is kind of like he's being venerated in some way, shape, or form is what I'm seeing. Like he is the one that gets the last say. It's almost like, I know this may sound crazy, but it's almost like he's laughing at all of us. I don't know what I mean by that. But it seems like it's an interesting laugh. It's a laugh because for a lot of us, he understands our pain and our anger and our just like our need to riot at this time, and not just Black people. But at the same time, he's laughing at a crumbling paradigm, a crumbling like systematic way of thinking, systematic way of operating that's just no longer working. So it's like he's also laughing at Derek Chauvin because Derek Chauvin is definitely gonna like he's not gonna get off of this easily. He's just not. And I see he has a lot of protection. I don't know if you can see this card, but look at the man. And you can tell like he's cloaked. He's cloaked, so that means he's cloaked in protection. But he's still holding a knife. Like I don't know if you can see he's holding a knife. So it's like he did it. Fonzie, stop. My cat's acting crazy. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on because I can't see the comments. Hey, it was wrong what happened to George, but it was that man's fault who killed him. Not all police are murderers. That's true. Right now, all police are bad, but this situation made me sick to watch someone let out the life in someone. That's so true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the people are not going to let this situation rest. The people are not going to let the situation rest. The public is not going to let the situation rest until, like, this is going to go on for some, like, weeks, some months, I feel like, y'all. Like, I mean, this whole situation with George Floyd may die down, but then I feel like something small may trigger it over here in Philadelphia or may trigger it over here in California, and then the riots start all over again. I think part of this is because, one, it's about to get really hot. Let's keep it real. Y'all know people get crazy when it gets hot. Drink your water. Seriously. All right. But as well, it's the pandemic. It's coronavirus because no one knows what the future holds. So everyone's focused on the now, the now, the now. And right now, there's a lot of shit happening. And this was like the tip of the iceberg, I feel. The people are really upset. But I think justice will prevail, though. We get the Ten of Pentacles here. I think justice will definitely prevail in the form of George. Does he have children? Because his children are going to get like a big payout, I feel. Not that that matters, but that's how this country's way of saying sorry is, right? Fonzie. Now's not the time to be crazy. All right? Chill out. We get the Six of Wands. I don't know why it does that weird thing. Maybe it's a webcam thing. These are not holographic, by the way. Why are you acting like Batman and Spider-Man right now? Like, chill. Jesus Christ. Anyway, ooh. Yeah, George Floyd is gonna get the last say. I wish you could see this card the way I see it, but I don't know. I see this as George Floyd sitting on top of the lion. But then it's like there's something underneath the lion, almost like they're sitting on a grave. So it's like there's definitely going to be, I feel like, some sort of, there could be a law that comes in place due to this whole George Floyd situation, like a new law that comes into place or something significant that like could be embedded in history or something like that. I don't know. That's what I feel. Not all police or murderers are bad, but they don't speak up until George. But you got to remember they've been killing blacks and getting away with it for a long time. And when you're tired, you're tired. Redza says girl. Some of y'all are really funny. Got here late. What's going to happen with the other cops involved? That's a good question. Let's see. Eight of Wands. I mean, I feel like the cops involved, they definitely get charged with something, but it's of a lesser charge. It's of a lesser, like, it's a lesser offense in their case because they didn't necessarily kill the man, although they definitely didn't act in accordance of their oath or something like that. Like, that's what I feel. So because of that, it's like, because they didn't act in accordance of their oath, I don't think they may get fired, but it's like, I still feel like they could technically come back and get into like something dealing with the police, the government. Like it's not. Ooh, that was the wrong deck. That was interesting though. What card did I pull from that deck? I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, this is the Judgment card in the 8th house. So I think once again, justice is going to prevail, although I don't know if, what's his name, Derek Chauvin is going to get the fullest extent of like what he truly deserves for killing George Floyd in cold blood. You know? Like, I still think he's going to get by the hair of his chinny chin chin for some reason. Because I picked this card, and I did not mean to pick this card from my Rider-Waite tarot deck. It was literally a reflex. But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, maybe that needed to happen. But anyway, we get this in the placement of the subconscious, spiritual growth, evolution, the Judgment card. All right? Interesting. The Judgment to me typically means a prayer answered. So, like I said, I think there's going to be some justice served, definitely in the form of George Floyd and his descendants, I feel. All right? But there also could be a new law set in place. I don't know if it's set in place globally or worldwide or just in the United States, or if it's set in Minneapolis or something like that. I'm not sure, but I see the potential of something like that. But I do see that the other police officers, hold on, let's see, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The other police officers, I mean, their money's going to be affected. So I'm thinking either they're going to get fired or they're going to be on They may be placed on some sort of leave indefinitely. Like, I don't know what that means. But I feel like they're going to be affected. But I just mainly see all of their money being affected, like, and their reputation being affected. So it's like, whereas down the line, they're a police officer now. Down the line, they're going to be demoted to, like, I don't even know. Maybe having to write books, honestly, and sell stories or something like that. Like, they're going to have to get crafty with how they make money. Because their reputations are going to go down the tank after this situation. Because I feel like I just keep hearing didn't act in accordance of authority or like their oath. So I feel like obviously the police officers have to take some sort of oath before they, you know, whereas, it deals with like murdering and stuff like that. But also, if you see a crime that one of your police officers do, you must report it or something. Like, how, weird things like that happen. Well, not weird, but Trump just said he will murder all of us if we dare protest. Is that really the right thing to do, Trump? Do you think? Anyway. um, I feel like there's going to be a lot of loopholes in this case. I think the participating police officers who just watched it happen may get paid off and may, get asked to just not come back. Like, you're barred from, I don't know, becoming a police officer or something like that. Derek Chauvin, I feel like, is definitely going to be in jail for a while. But for how long, I'm not sure, because I feel like I see 5 to 11 years. It definitely could be more. But say, for example, he gets like a 20-year sentence or a 30-year sentence. He may serve 5 to maybe 11 years of that sentence, or within those time periods where he tries to get out or tries to lessen his sentence, something like that. So they're going to be trying to be crafty when it comes to how they deal with this to make Derek Chauvin get less time. But they're all the police officers involved are pretty much can let go of the dream or the idea of being a police officer ever again. Let's just say that. Or being involved in law or things like that. Because, yeah. But I think karma's definitely going to happen to the other police officers because I feel like maybe one of them, maybe more, because I think there were like three other police officers involved. One of them may, I don't know why I keep picking up the energy that one of them may get involved in like corruption or something like that. Like they may get caught in a scandal or a lie. Like I don't know why I see that. Like I get that energy. So that's what I feel with this George Floyd case. I feel like Derek Chauvin's going to be in jail for a while. They're going to try and get him out early. The other police officers can forget being police officers ever again. They may get paid off as like a severance package. But outside of that, I see it like a lot of them are going to be recluses. They're going to need therapy. I keep seeing an Asian man who like is really going to like need therapy or something like that. Like their lives are going to change very drastically. But I feel like one of them may get caught in some sort of scandal. I hear bankruptcy, so I don't know what that means. So karma's gonna definitely affect them. One of them, I hear suicidal. One of them may turn suicidal, or a couple of them. I think there's actually. I think there's people who are doing spiritual work on these police officers. I think some people are finding where these police officers live and are even harassing them actually as well, or harassing their family members. Because I'm seeing people searching up where these police officers live and like literally people knocking on someone's door. I'm assuming the door of one of the family members of the police officers. And like they go to open the door and there's no one there. Like shit like that you would see from like the Stranger Things or whatever scary movie, you know. All right, so what's gonna happen with these riots? What's gonna happen with these riots? Remember, y'all, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. What's gonna happen with these riots? Is change gonna be enacted with these riots? Let's see. I see a lot of these riots hitting the big bosses. The corporations, the White House. I'm sure the White House is being affected right now. I feel like even if certain churches don't do anything, like I feel like those churches could be affected. So it's not a good look for, it's definitely not a good look to be anti-Black at this time, anti-Black Lives Matter. It's definitely also not a good look to not say anything though, as well. That's what I feel, especially if you have like a big platform or not do anything, you know? That's what I feel. I didn't even realize this whole time I was off center in the frame. Sorry, it's a new setup. I'm just getting used to it. We definitely need to get a new tablecloth though, because this is not cute. All right. A lot of these riots have to deal with the ancestors. You see the white ghost here? Like the ancestors here. The spirits of the ancestors, that's what I'm feeling. I could be crazy, but I don't know why I feel like I hear commerce increasing in Africa or commerce increasing in Black nations. But I don't know how or why or what that has to do in association with with these riots. Otherwise, once again, I think I keep picking up that all the police officers involved in this case are being stalked. Not just by like police and FBI, but just like random people who are just stalking these people and just want to fuck with them on some like scary movie shit. You like go out the door or you hear a knock outside and you go to inspect it and there's no one there. And it like just keeps happening. Like I feel like that's what's going on. Yeah, the ancestors are like involved in this. The ancestors have been stirred up. And I see a lot of fire. A lot of fire. You know what's funny? And I may be crazy, but I feel like all the damage that's being done on all this property is almost like a repayment, esoterically or spiritually, to the slaves and ancestors who like built this country or fought for this country or something like that. That's what I'm picking up. I know that sounds crazy. Because it's not just like, I'm definitely saying African ancestors, but I'm also picking up like Native American, Indian, Mexican, like I'm picking up all those energies. Yeah, the skull, running with the skull. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I put it down, you just probably still can't see it. We're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna need to get someone to like go over there and work the camera eventually. Anyway, that's what I feel. So, like, I did a video on this, y'all. Like, I know sometimes y'all think I'm crazy, but I did a video where I said, do this with your stimulus check, your 1,200 or 1,002, whatever, however much it was, stimulus check, and work with your ancestors. Buy a little nightstand, put their picture on the nightstand, light a candle on the nightstand, put a cup of water on the nightstand, put a plant on the nightstand, like work with your ancestors. Because I'm telling y'all, the ancestors have been stirred up, honey. And I also talked about this in my 2020 channel, Messages Reading. So look that one up too, where like a lot of history is repeating itself on Earth. This is like an uprising of the slaves. I know I sound crazy, but this is literally what I'm feeling. And when this actually happened, I feel like it wasn't just the slaves and black people who worked with, like it was a lot of different, like white people, Indian people, like Native American people, like all rose up together at one point, I feel. Or maybe this is all esoterically speaking, maybe the slaves, also dug up the spirits of the Native American ancestors. Like, I don't know, like maybe that's how it works. But I'm just feeling like something like that where the energies have been infused. Yeah, I think the big corporations are going to be involved until they do something, until they say something. I feel like I keep hearing new laws are going to be put in place, and these may not be like big grand scheme laws. There definitely could be. I'm hoping they're laws with the law force, right? Or maybe they're just. I don't think they. Maybe they're spiritual laws. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Maybe they're also socioeconomic laws or social laws that we just implement as humans. Maybe it's all of the above. I don't know, but I'm just keep getting that energy. Jacqueline says I'm getting chills. I think anyone in doubt needs to watch this video. Wow. The day George died, it was his mother 2 year, the same day of her death. Oh wow, yes, he called his mom. She was definitely there. The portals that was open. Exactly. I wanna cry. 400 years, 401 years, just gotta stop. Yes. Raymond Guzman said the same thing. Hey, Stars Align. Yes, welcome to my member of my YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the join button, by the way. But who's Raymond Guzman? Fonzie, what are you doing? The eyes don't forget. Yes, I believe you ancestors are angry. Exactly. Praise the ancestors. Exactly. Right. I think there's definitely going to be something put in place in honor of George Floyd. Maybe it's a George Floyd Day. Maybe if there's something where he celebrated on his birthday or something like that. Maybe his birthday becomes a day. I'm not sure. But there's something that this was caught on camera, so this is undeniable proof. Back then, I don't think this is how I know it's the ancestors, because I'm hearing back then they didn't have cameras, so they couldn't get undeniable proof. because if they could have gotten undeniable proof back then, but I feel like maybe they did have undeniable proof on camp. I don't know, but it's like this had to happen the way this did in this timeline during this year for there to be change. That's what I feel. Literally watch my channel messages 2020 reading I did like 5 months ago. I talk about this. Of course, you know, Hollywood's going to jump on this and there's going to be movies and blah, blah, blah. In poor taste, of course, you know, anyway. But there's also going to be different things in honor of George Floyd. I don't know why I see a concert or a musician doing some sort of tribute to George Floyd. It feels like they're a black musician. But it also could be like a variety hour where like there are other musicians that come on board for support of George Floyd or for support of a fundraiser or something like that in the name of George Floyd, right? But I hear never forget as well. Never forget meaning the ancestors are never going to let Derek Chauvin forget, nor his descendants forget. So good luck with that, Chauvin family. I don't even think changing your name would really matter. Anyway, also I do think the other officers involved are going to be mildly affected, their descendants as well. But I feel like the line of descendants is going to be a little bit shorter. Meaning, I guess we could call it what do they call it? The family curse or whatever is going to be a little bit shorter with the other police officers who just watched versus Derek Chauvin's line of descendants where it's a long line, honey. And it goes into the ethers too. That's what I pick up. Anyway, yeah. I think there's still going to be a fight for George Floyd years from now. Like, there's still something about wanting justice. Like, justice is going to be served, but, like, the world wants justice on a level that change is going to be enacted. Where police cannot kill Black people or anyone, for that matter. Like, they need stricter laws, but also more laws to protect Black people and other minorities, and not necessarily like a civil rights law, but like maybe a law that makes us equal in the eyes of the law. That's how I'm going to end that. And I'm drafting the cards. Boom. Okay. I'm going to read the comments and I'm going to get off of here. I heard that Derek's wife divorced him good. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I think, she wants to get out of Dodge. Her ancestors are probably like, girl, get out before you already been affected. So honey, just go. But I do feel bad for his, well, do I feel bad for his kids? I'm not sure. Derek Chauvin's. Oh, he's another psychic. Okay. The psychic with the T. The psychic with the T. That's interesting. I'll check them out. So there's no change from these protesters. I think there needs to be change in order for there to be change with these protesters. Also, I don't know. There's something about once again the coronavirus there's something about the coronavirus and the whole pandemic that is just making us all stir crazy, I think, and that's playing into effect with these riots. That's what I feel. Should open each other's eyes up. This was straight murder, exactly. I heard they're trying to bring in martial law. I mean, I feel like, yeah, they'll do that if it gets too crazy, but they seem to think they have it under control right now, so we'll let them think that. Anyway, they need to implement a law that if anyone dies at the hands of an officer, that the officer gets the death penalty or life in prison. Exactly. That'll make them think twice for sure. The system was never created for us. Sorry, I wish it could have been, but it's not. The system was never designed for us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. And the Asian or Chinese policeman who just stand there, he should be in jail too, and the rest of them. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but I don't think they're gonna get jail time. I don't think the other police officers are gonna get jail. If they do, it'll be for something else. Yes, I agreed. I want these riots to be beneficial. Yes. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna get off. It's been quite fun. Ew, look at the little tear right there. Do you guys see that on the screen? That's so weird. I wonder if that means my camera's about to shut off, or is that like a spirit? I don't know, but I love you guys. Seriously, I'm gonna go. It's been fun, and I will see you in the next live reading or in the next video. If you're new, make sure you subscribe by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button. Of course, hit the subscribe button, but when you hit the bell, make sure you hit all notifications. And if you want a reading from me, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. It's been real, y'all. I'm going to go. Love and light. And remember, Black Lives Matter. And I'm just going to leave that there. How about that? I could say more, but I'm going to keep it PG. Yes. Love y'all.